From days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe, there stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture. Loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolves, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic Relief Crusader. Hi-ho! Welcome, everyone! It's episode 93 of a Titillating Tuesday, and you've entered the Geekosphere. And I am your host, the Comic Relief Crusader. Welcome you all here as I'm suffering through a lot of heat right now, and I practically have swamp butt, but that's okay because I'm here and getting over a nasty cold, and I'm just powering through it the way Mother Nature intended, no matter how racist she is right now. So, I want to welcome everybody that made it here today. We have Snortabubus Cuber, who says hello to everyone. And we also got the illustrious Vince Womack and says hi-de-ho to all you nerds and nerdettes out there. Nice to see you guys here. We also have everyone's favorite trauma warrior. We got Wendy the Trauma Warrior, who says hello, CRC, and to the entire chat. Hello to you, Trauma Warrior of the Wendy's. And, well, hopefully the whole trauma team might be listening in. I'm not sure. Maybe you might be totally solitary. Don't know, but nice to see you here. We also have Madman 4. Nice to see you, dude. Great that you're here joining us today. And look who's here. We got Pop Culture Republic that is made it. Who says howdy to all of you. We also have the Titan. Hail to the chat and let's go. We're going. And we got Lord Thoth, everybody's favorite Egyptian Canadian here as well. Nice to see you, Lord Thoth. And who else have we got here? We got everybody filing in one after the other, and it's great to see you all. Hope everybody had a pleasant weekend. Regardless of all the madness that's happening down there for you guys in the States. Man, Biden just dropped out and everybody's on the Kamala train. Isn't that just happy? So, should be fun for you guys down there. Wendy, yeah, right now my ass is firmly placed in the office chair. That's exactly where it should be right now. You deserve it. So, you deserve a break today, but not at Raunchy Ronnie's. So, and Vince, yeah, just don't fart because you'll not know if you're blasting sweat off or something else. Yeah, well, that almost happened a couple of days ago. I won't go into further detail because I don't want to traumatize anybody. So, and we also got Canadian Spider-Man. Yes, good luck with Kamala, for fuck's sake. Exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, there's a good way to cool off. Frozen hot dogs and giggles. Exactly. So that's the way it goes. That's the way it should be. So, and yeah, so while we're here, let's welcome everybody that's into the chat, shall we?
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
Appion, my coleslaw. How's it going, dude?
Coleslaw is ready.
Yeah.
For 2 hours of playtime.
Ooh. How's it going, man?
It's going good.
It's going good.
Another titillating Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. How's the heat treating you?
I have my air conditioning on already, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, you
very happy to have AC working.
You lucky bugger.
Yes.
God, you got AC. Jeez. I wonder what that's like.
I have a magic barrier protecting my entire house from the evil heat outside.
Oh man, yes. Mother Nature still a bitch. And we also have back Pop Culture Republic.
Yes.
The man, the myth, the legend. How's it going, dude?
Oh, it's going well. Sometimes life gets crazy and you just have to get crazy right back.
There we go.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
What did you get?
Never
Yeah.
know what you're gonna get.
What did you have to get crazy on?
Oh, work and a bunch of other stuff.
Ah,
Getting things taken care of.
damn work.
Look.
Canadian Spider-Man, yes, hello and good day to you. Just finishing something. Okay, hey, not a problem, dude. All good. So because we might be getting Canadian Spider-Man on here today, so he'll have to go through all the torture that you guys have to go through. So
Woo! More
I know,
victims.
right?
I mean, volunteers.
Exactly. Yes. No, I prefer victims. It's more fun that way.
Yeah.
So
Everybody's a victim to these days.
yes.
That's the way to be.
Yep. Well,
Victimized.
I've got caffeine. I've got chocolate. So bring it on.
All right. Good enough. Well, then that being said, let's get on to the most favorite subject in the show as we begin off. Oh, yes. Stupid news. Well, what do we got here in stupid news today? Well, let's see. Tom might be a little bit late. I'm not sure. He's over on Jason's channel right now, so I hope he's having fun. But what do we got in stupid news today? This is what we got today. Apparently, up here in Canada, from True North News, apparently lots of women are under attack up here in Canada. And speaking of Canadians, there we go. We got Tom here now as well. So there you go.
Hello, Canadian. Hi, everybody.
He's summoned him like Beetlejuice. I think you said his name enough times.
Jumping from one show to another. It's like, holy crap. I was like, holy shit, 2 shows back to back.
Jump around.
Jump around.
Jump around.
So this is stupid news from True North News. Apparently women are being attacked for being far right and far right women contributing to threats against democracy up here in Canada, says the RCMP. So I thought we were supposed to probably believe all women and that that Trudeau was for women, but unless you're far right, I guess that doesn't.
You gotta have some kind of way of separating your narratives there. You can't have your narratives mix. Because don't mix the streams.
Exactly.
Don't cross the streams.
Yeah. So apparently, it would seem that the RCMP up here in Canadistan are, from what it seems like, it would look like they're picking one side against the other kind of thing, which is kind of a naughty thing to do. Let's see. What does the RCMP stand for? Well, it used to stand for the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, but I'm thinking it's more like, let's see. How can we play this off for RCMP?
Careful. We don't want them knocking on our doors.
At this point, I don't care. What do I got to lose besides the rest of everything I have? Let's see. Retarded can't be municipal police. I'm not sure.
So many ways to go there.
There's so many ways to go there, but I got nothing because of this damn heat. So, oh my God. Yeah, you're right, Snort. Threats against democracy, threats against Trudeau's regime. Exactly. That's pretty much what it is right there. So, yeah, I don't know how far right women are contributing to threats against democracy. Maybe because the threat against women against like everything, maybe in sports, maybe in men pretending that they're women. I haven't the faintest idea. So, yeah, I really don't know. And Jason, hey dude, sorry I won't make it today. Gotta get ready for Deadpool and Wolverine viewing before premiere day. Ooh.
Yeah, I was
That's
just on his
you.
show, and we just did a Skullcast, and lucky bastard getting to go to Deadpool now. It's like, oh,
I
I wish
know.
I could. I want to fly to Norway right now. It's like, damn it. Oh, I'm so jealous.
It's probably cooler there. So, yeah. And Vince,
Yeah.
yeah, it is Royal Canadian Mounted Police. However, Lord Thought, as a Mountie, I was wondering, asking for a friend. Don't rat on me, Lord Thought. So, Dudley do wrongs? Yes, I do. So, oh my God, and Snort, yeah. Oh well, not going to comment on Canadian politics. We have enough goofballs down here. No, you can go ahead and comment.
Comment. We
I
got a
welcome it.
moron running our country. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
At
Even
least
his
you
own
don't have to
geeks.
wonder if your moron's alive or dead.
yeah, that's true.
Well, that, yeah, exactly. So we don't go as far as yet shooting our politicians.
Can you
Nor
pronounce
should
the person's name that did this? Cosmine something. Can you pronounce
Nor
that last
should
name?
you. We don't promote that at all.
Maybe. So, but it looks along the lines of something probably his, I don't know, Cosmin whatever.
Yeah. It looked like someone fell asleep like typing on their keyboard.
It's
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Their elbows.
as I can get.
DZ.
Yeah, exactly. Cosmin. That's
Like
pretty
a
much
character from like a D&D campaign.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Cosmin Deserter, the wizard. Cosmin Deserter.
Oh my God,
Roll a
that's about
d20
it.
for your name pronunciation.
Yeah, exactly. I got 15 attack bonus, yay! Let's see. So there's that, and also from the BBC. Apparently, colorblind BBC Battle of Hastings, if anybody knows their history out there, drama will have diverse actors playing Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah.
So apparently a new BBC drama about the Battle of Hastings will feature a diverse group of actors as historians question why colorblind casting has been applied to a period when Britain was at its least multicultural. So, oh my God. I wonder if they're going to make...
It was a bunch of white people fighting a bunch of other white people.
You'd think they'd want to see that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, just boiling down the history there. I mean, come on.
$50 says the king is black.
And in a wheelchair.
Yes, and in a wheelchair and gay and trans. Oh my God.
So progressive for the times.
Yes, exactly. Oh my God. Oh, geez. I wonder. Oh, man. It just writes itself, doesn't it? It's like pretty much every movie, every documentary is pretty much a comedy now.
They should just change the word diverse to not white.
Yeah.
Stop lying, beating around the bush. That is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Because we've had that even with the CBC when they were posting job openings that, apparently anybody can apply for certain positions over at the CBC, which is the Canadian Broadcasting company. And, you can apply to any job you want as long as you're not white. So,
yeah, I'm just going to replace every time I see the word diverse, I'm just going to, in my mind, I'm going to say, we'll feature a group of anything but white actors.
Yeah.
That'll work for me.
You are not needed.
Tired of the word diverse. Means nothing now.
At least you guys know who the father of your leader is. Castrosius looks kind of looking dude. Yeah, he is. That's why we tease him about it. Let's see. Yeah, Afro Normans for the win, says Snorter Poopus. Titan, you sure Justin Castro, sorry, meant Trudeau, is doing his best to live up to his dad's expectations? No, I think he exceeded it by far. And in the most horrible direction. So, and yeah. Canadian Broadcast Corporation, exactly, or CBC. So, which back in the early days of Doctor Who, when it rebooted, they actually helped fund. So, interesting piece of info there. So, yeah. So there you go. Stupid news of stupid people doing stupid things. And howdy, DJ Play Nice. How's it going, man? Nice to see you here, dude. Yes, and you're right. We got to stop that ginger hate. Add more gingers. There's nothing wrong with gingers. Add them in there. So, Vince Womack, yeah, if Brits want to watch brown and black people fighting, they'll just have to go on social media and look what's going on in Leeds. Yes, 100%. Oh my God, the stuff that's going on over in England right now, it might as well be the Battle of Hastings. So,
England and Ireland, from what I understand, because things are getting crazy over there.
Yeah, it is. Oh, geez. And we've had the same thing, although it wasn't covered as much in Montreal as well. So go figure that one out. It's
craziness.
Yeah, such a fun time to be alive, isn't it? So, but that's enough of the stupid news. And excuse me if I'm feeling kind of blah. It's because I'm hot as sin here. So, and yeah, it's the UK's Summer of Love. It's time for them to share the love. So there we go.
Scary. Their immigration law just going out of whack, and that shows how bad it is. Now look what's happening. London, Leeds, and I have friends over there. It was scary. It's like, oh my God, what's going on?
It is. It is. It's really nuts. So, but no, they're just peaceful protesters. That's the best.
No. Oh, right. They're having their own Summer of Love.
Yep.
It's so peaceful that the had to leave the city.
Right. Don't call it a Marxist revolution. Just call it Summer of Love Part 3.
And by the way, as for CBC, CBC used to be good at one time.
Yeah, way back when.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember when, but you know,
we had Brave New Waves when CBC Radio was CBC Radio 2. We had Brave New Waves, one of my favorite radio shows ever.
Oh yeah, it was on late nights. Loved it, man. And yeah, exactly. Lord Thought, a Canadian, Sidney Newman created Doctor Who. That's right.
Oh, cool.
Doctor Who is essentially, when you look at it, Canadian in England.
How about that?
Yes,
learn something new every day.
That's right. A Canadian immigrant created Doctor Who.
Well, hey, Superman created by a Canadian.
That's right. So, which we're dropping hints for Appion because later on we're going to test them. So,
basketball.
This is like this is becoming which comic book character is Canadian?
Exactly.
Basketball created by a Canadian.
Yep, that's right. So, all you black people, you have something to thank us for. So there we go for enjoying basketball.
What if it was a black Canadian?
Ooh, there we go.
Got you there.
I don't think it was, but I'm just
advocate. Might as well. We'll just wait for the BBC to make a documentary about that too.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody tells you. My grandfather told me that he was black man.
We gotta take it back to Africa and all our inventions with us. Oh my God.
It's like Cleopatra.
That's right. Just like Cleopatra. And that's right. Deadpool and Wolverine are both Canadian characters. So there you go.
Yeah, how about that?
That's one of them being a Canadian actor too.
Yep. That's right. Gotta love it. So, okay, I'm gonna give you guys in the chat a choice of which one we're gonna start off with today. So it's either gonna be about Jim Shooter, former Marvel editor, way back in the 80s, which brought about a lot of stories, got the books moving on time and all that kind of stuff. Love him or hate him, it doesn't matter. Talking about the current state of the comic industry, and he has some good stuff to say about that. And or you get a choice of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Naruto crossover.
Ooh,
yeah.
Both of those sound interesting, but I'm kind of leaning toward Jim Shooter because I really enjoyed him during his Valiant run.
Yep.
What he did with Valiant and Barry Windsor Smith was amazing.
Oh, yes. So we got one for Jim Shooter.
I'll second that. So
we got DJ Play Nice for Jim Shooter. Okay, the editor. Okay, we got another one for Tom for Jim Shooter. Okay. Let's see. And Teague says Jim Shooter. Okay, fine. So let's see.
Anybody else?
Wolverine is from Northern Alberta. Deadpool is from Regina, Saskatchewan. Exactly. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And
good old Regina in the middle of nowhere.
and since Superman, from the middle of nowhere. Since Superman is an illegal alien, it makes sense he got into the U.S. Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
So there we go.
What you should do is when you want to, you should start a poll, like a poll in the chat.
I probably should. I know, right?
But then again, the live is always fun. Like, who's live on the moment? Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that, and I'm currently lazy right now because of the heat. Let's see. You're the third stream that I watched that covers TMNT versus Naruto. Oh, really?
Oh, you're copycatting now. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. TMNT crossover with everyone. Horrors. Yeah, I guess. So I guess I am. Let's see. Let's see. And okay, so I guess we'll go with Jim Shooter. All right, fine. We'll do Jim
pretty
Shooter.
much won by a landslide.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, okay. So, Jim Shooter has been saying some stuff, some really good stuff. And I wish Bounding into Comics would actually fix their website once and for all, because apparently former Marvel editor Jim Shooter slams the current state of Western comics. It's supposed to be entertainment, but a lot of it comes out like propaganda. Gee, Jim, you are so close to the truth. It's unbelievable. So, you know what? And here's the thing. Jim Shooter actually really got started, I suppose, in comics at like 10 years old, which is kind of unbelievable. Yeah, writing and stuff like that, which is really weird and kind of unheard of. And I think the story goes he submitted some stuff to DC for like story ideas, and they really actually took an interest to him or something like that. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. So, and really, Neckweiser on Friday and Ironcaster yesterday. Really? Did they?
Wow.
I really got to catch up. Yeah, because this apparently is big news. So, and Jim Shooter got more votes than Kamala.
I mean, jokes like that. Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite got more votes.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I'm President Trump, and I approve this message.
Yeah.
Vote for me.
Vote for Pedro.
Be very good.
Vote for Pedro. And Vince, entertainment and escapism. That's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
What was that happy on?
I was just saying my head's really, really hot, so I shaved it all off. I know.
What a butcher job. My God, I love it. And he has to wear a wig, which would only make him even more hotter. God, go figure that one. Jeez. But so, in the opinion of former Marvel Comics editor Jim Shooter, not only is Western comic book industry currently in a bad way, gee, no wonder, I can't imagine why, but one of the main reasons for its struggle is its continued focus on propaganda over entertainment, right? And it's such a weird thing. It's like, this is the stuff. I know Jim Shooter gets a lot of flack because a lot of people kind of attack him over the Jack Kirby royalty thing. And a lot of people actually kind of have misunderstood Jim Shooter as being the bad guy in the whole story when it comes to Marvel. And it's not exactly precisely true. But, in this case, being full on propaganda, he's like 100% correct on this. It's nuts. And Jim Shooter is probably one of actually the most nicest guys that you will have ever met that worked at Marvel at the time, and even after that. And Vince, Kamala at least put her work where her mouth is.
Damn, shots fired.
Exactly. It's
Shooter.
True. Yep. Oh God. And the jokes start immediately. There we go. So
Shooter McGavin.
Yep. Pew pew.
Shooters tour.
Because here's the thing. One thing I'm just going to add here about the whole Jim Shooter thing. Okay, with the battle that was going on with Jack Kirby, because Jack the King Kirby, Jim Shooter was actually, there was a big thing going on between Marvel, because in the early '80s they had revolutionized kind of the comic book industry, which DC kind of followed suit, about paying all their artists and their creators royalties, right? And Jack, who at the time, around the early '80s, was more or less taking a backseat to the whole comic creating thing. And Jim wanted to give Jack his fair share of creating all of these characters, because unfortunately, before that thing happened about paying artists their dues, their royalties, Jack was like obviously way before that. And the shareholders over at Marvel were really fighting Jim on this about not paying. And that's the thing. And Jim was kind of held at the stakeholders or the shareholders' whim, but he was actually really fighting for Jack on this, to actually pay him his dues, right? For essentially adding everybody to the Marvel universe. And a lot of people don't know, on top of that as well, Jack Kirby also did, before Steve Ditko put out his, what we know of as Spider-Man, Jack Kirby also did a Spider-Man character, which has never seen the light of day, ever, right? And the pictures are basically like lost time. Somebody has them somewhere, but eventually they landed on Steve Ditko's idea for the Spider-Man that we all know and love today, right? And they actually paid Jack out for his design on Spider-Man, and basically, to not release it, essentially, so they wouldn't have to pay him royalties on that either, which is kind of a shame. But but also to let you guys know on how generous Jim Shooter was. Did you actually know that it was a kid in his early teens that came up with the black costume Spider-Man?
I didn't know
I
that.
think I only recently read something about that. I didn't actually know that until recently.
And
That's
I
kind
think
of interesting, though.
Yeah. And Jim Shooter liked the idea so much that he actually paid the kid, I think it was like something like $250, and paid him. And that's how we ended up coming up with the Black Spider-Man costume. So, he doesn't get a lot of credit, but credit where credit is due when it comes to Jim Shooter. So, and that's how we ended up getting Alien Symbiote Black Spider-Man. So, but here's the thing. Shooter, during his 78 to 86 stint at Marvel, oversaw the production of such runs as Frank Miller's Daredevil, one of the greatest stories ever to come out, and pretty much solidified Daredevil the way he is even now. Walt Simonson's Thor, which I gotta say, guys, the artwork on Thor has never been matched. Walt Simonson's Thor is it's like a love letter to Thor. The way he drew that, the stories that came out of that, man, it's been unmatched even to this day.
Taika Waititi's never touched that before.
Oh no, never.
He never would.
Well, because Walt Simonson, what he actually did is he went to museums, I believe, because I remember an article a long time ago that in researching Thor, he actually went to Norway and went to museums and looked at, Viking tools and weapons and stuff like that, and looked at the artwork, and he brought that into Thor. That's why his run of Thor.
Nobody's ever doing that today. That's done.
Yeah, you're saying he did his research. Yes.
Oh my God.
Get out of here.
Fun too at the same time. Like,
yeah.
It's like you're going on a class field trip, and you're drawing it all in. So, it was it's
crazy talk.
Exactly. And Lord Thor, Thor's a ginger, not a blonde. You argue with Jack Kirby on that. Oh, right. He's dead. Oh, right. But then again, you're Lord Thoth, so you can communicate with the underworld. So there you go. And Roger Stern's Amazing Spider-Man, which is probably, one of the greatest runs of Spider-Man, before Todd McFarlane ever came along. Because you had some really great stories out of that, and introduce leaders to the concept of a company-wide crossover of Marvel superhero contests of champions and Secret Wars. I really did like Secret Wars, maybe not Secret Wars 2 as much, but definitely the first take. Offered his take on the current state of the industry while speaking with the titular host of Tony the Toy Rat YouTube channel, Tony Mendez, during last month's 2024 Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina. I would love to get an interview with Jim Shooter. So, but yeah, we'll go to the timestamp at 6:47, and we'll let you know what he says right here for all of you to hear.
That's golden age, right? So how do you feel about the state of the comic book industry today?
I think they forgot what business they're in. I think that, hey guys, it's supposed to be entertainment, but a lot of it comes out like propaganda. And I don't care if you agree with every word they say. Nobody wants to read propaganda. It's just, it's boring. And an awful lot of retcon going on. And I mean, like I said, I respect the intent of the creators. And Jack Kirby never intended for Thor to be a girl. And yeah, he never intended. Joe Simon, Jack Kirby, and Stan Lee are spinning in their graves because they turned Captain America into like a Hydra guy or a Nazi or something, and then he always was. Well, that's just wrong. I mean, don't do that.
Stay true to the character.
Yes,
stay true to the character.
Yep.
I used to show people old Lee and Kirby books from the 60s. I had a new writer, let's say, on Captain America. And I'd go through the first appearance of Captain America, and I think it was Avengers number 4, maybe. He comes back, and very clearly, there's one panel where they're fighting Submariner. For some reason, Captain America doesn't remember Submariner. I don't from World War II. But Submariner takes him by surprise, and he has him by the belt, in like the small of his back, and he's raising him up over his head to dash him to death on the rocks. So here's Captain America upside down, being held by his belt, about to die. And his thought is, he's stronger than I am, but I'll find a way to outmaneuver him. That's my guy.
Yeah.
I mean, just boundless courage. Never say die. He'll find a way. So I'm trying to explain this to the guy. And then right away, they start writing him like he's Captain Republican or something. And it's not.
No, exactly. See, and this is the thing, right? And he's totally 100% right on this. That yeah, Jack and Steve Ditko and Stan Lee and all of them, they would 100% be spinning in their graves the way they are treating their creations right now. 100%. Oh, and I want to also say hi to Chaya. How's it going? Nice to see you. Great that you're here. And we got Rocco the Brave that's here as well. Nice to see you, dudes.
Yeah. I know that guy.
Do you really? He looks familiar.
Yeah, he's familiar.
But that's the thing. They it's this whole deconstructivism, if that's even a word.
It is now.
It totally is now. So it's this whole lack of respect, and I gotta hand it to him, at least for speaking out against it, because immediately what's going to happen now is that most people, especially those certain people that are in the Whisper network, are just probably more than likely going to go totally on the attack of on Jim Shooter's ass right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if they even try to cancel him. Is he actually going to care? No.
Yep.
Not at all.
His impact is done. You can't stop that.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's too old school to even care.
Exactly. So, but I gotta hand it to him. You know, thank you, Jim Shooter, for speaking out on this. Lorthoff, yeah, Clobby and I had long times about this topic. Yeah, Rip Clobby. Yeah, exactly. I miss Clobby. Damn
Yeah.
it. And hey, Sark of Iron, how's it going, dude? Nice to see you, man. What are your guys' thoughts on this? About what he's saying?
He's 100% right.
Yep.
No, it's good to hear from more of the, I guess you could say, the old guard comic book professionals.
Yep.
The people who have been around for 20, 30, 40 years, or even 30 years or more. There's a number of them that are outspoken.
Yep.
Don't agree with the changes in the industry. Some of them, like Ethan Van Sciver, have been drummed out of the industry for just middle of the road conservative political views. So yeah, it's a good gauge of where the industry is when you have old guard comic book creators speaking out.
Yeah, 100%. And here's the big fear of all of this, unfortunately, is that the more that that all of these old creators and editors and whatnot pass away. I mean, you know, we've launched George Perez, Neil Adams. I mean, let's face it, you know, Jim Shooter. As much as I admire the guy, you know, getting the books running on time and stuff like that, you know, because back in the day, even Marvel had a horrendous release record way back when.
From what I've read, people hated Jim Shooter just simply because he made them stick to a schedule. Like, you will get your book out on time.
Exactly. Is that all of this?
Like, what a horrible boss, making you stick to a deadline.
Oh my God. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, the scary thing is once all of these legends pass away, you know, I mean, it'll be a sad day, because I mean, this is when classic comics, I mean, real classic comics were being released, you know, just some really good legendary stories. And I'm not poo-pooing on anything from the 60s or the 70s. I mean, you know, they in their own right have you know, legendary stories as well. But, you know, with me growing up, you know, especially in the 80s, I mean, that's when some really awesome stories were coming out too, as well. I mean, it's in the hands of morons. I mean, I'm sorry. There's no way to sugarcoat it. You know, it's yeah, unless something dramatic changes, it's left in the hands of idiots that don't have any respect whatsoever for any of these characters. I mean, let's look at how it all affects into some of the movies coming out, right? Like, for example, in this you know, and what he was saying, you know, making Captain America, you know, essentially Hydra, you know, and basically a Nazi and stuff like that. You know, there's no way that that Kirby would even go along with something like that. And I'm guessing maybe they were probably, I don't know. I don't want to say they were alluding to it maybe in the movies. I don't think they were whatsoever. But it's like you take something like Jack's creation, The Eternals, and then that Marvel movie came out of The Eternals, which was just horrible. Hi, Tina. Nice to see you. Oh, and we also got Penny as well. Yes. Hi, Penny. Nice to see you too. Great that you're here. Yeah, you got something like The Eternals, which was a total far cry from Jack's creation. And apparently Eternals 2 is going to be a no-go. That was
already announced
that recently. Oh yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm shocked, I tell you. No, look,
it's okay.
Yeah, look back at the Eternals. The art, the colors just popped off the page.
Yeah.
That we didn't get that on the big screen. We got like muted colors,
Yeah,
changed characters,
yeah,
Ideologies pushed.
Yeah.
gender,
Oh,
race
God, yeah.
swapped.
and they're
Muted.
robots.
Yeah, they're just off of
robots.
they're clones off of like a conveyor belt.
Oh my
There's nothing really
God.
special about them.
No, exactly, because if they get busted up or something like that,
There's
oh,
other
that's
ones.
okay.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
a new Icarus out. Our Icarus
Yeah.
broke. Oh,
Here's-
Ajax broke. Get a new
Yeah.
Ajax.
Yeah,
There's only
exactly,
one
right?
thing I enjoyed about it: Celestials. They were cool. Mind you,
That-
oddly
yes.
enough, the films later, we don't even notice a massive thing that's big as a mountain in the middle
You
of the
can see
water.
it from space.
Yes, but you
Yeah.
can't. What the hell?
Oh, apparently that'll
Uh,
be talked about in the new Captain America movie.
yeah, I think he flies past it. I think in the trailer. I think
Yeah, or something.
they're
It's like,
finally gonna
really?
reference it. Maybe they'll make a meta joke like, "It's been here all this time. I can't believe we didn't notice." Moving on.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't. You can't just move
No.
on. You're idiots.
I know. I know.
Sword has
Yeah.
a space station monitoring Earth. You established this in the Marvels, and they still don't talk about it.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Well, yeah, there's that big thing sticking out of the ocean. Maybe it might affect the Earth's rotation.
Weather
Maybe.
patterns, ocean currents, it's shit
Yeah.
like that.
Harry
I-
Styles, Thanos' brother, got introduced, and we never gonna do anything with that, I guess.
Oh yeah, I know, right? So Rocco, yeah, I want Jack Kirby's New Gods as an HBO show. Give me a Ryan Fine Darkseid. Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool, dude. That would be totally cool. Yeah, and Tina, yeah, there's no machine in existence that could measure how disappointed I was in the Eternals. Yeah, me too. Me
Yeah.
too. But it's so dumb. It went against everything that the characters were about, and this is what I'm talking about. It's like once these guys, unfortunately, pass away, it's left into the hands of idiots. It is because, like, and I've said it time and time again that you know what? Once Stan Lee passed away, it's like the dad was gone and everybody got to play with his collection and ruined it. You know,
Mhm.
and because immediately what happened after every Marvel movie for the past 5-6 years now has been total and utter crap. So, but
The
yeah,
lunatics are running the asylum.
exactly. It's oh god. But anyway, so to reiterate on what he said, Shooter said this. I think that I don't care if you agree with every word they say. Nobody wants to read propaganda, he argued. It's just boring. And there's an awful lot of retconning going on. Like I said, I respect the intent of the creators, and Jack Kirby never intended for Thor to be a girl. And Joe Simon and Jack Kirby are spinning in their graves because they turned Captain America into a Hydra guy or a Nazi or something, and he always was. I mean, it's just wrong. I mean, don't do that. Stay true to the character. Yeah. Because you had a dumbass issue that Captain America was like he was always with Hydra. Everything was just a cover-up for what? 70 years practically of Captain America ever since it came out in the 40s.
But it was clever because it subverted your expectations.
Oh yeah,
How
that's
clever.
right.
How
No.
nice. Yes.
Nobody saw that coming. Wow. So, and you're right, Titan. Yeah, we shouldn't be surprised. None of these people that wrote the MCU movies actually watched the MCU movies. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
They don't even
You
know
know.
their own timeline. They don't even
Or
know
read
what's happening.
comic books or lore or it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
It
where
is.
is Amelia Clark's character? Like, where did Gaia go after Secret Invasion? What is she doing? It's
Yeah.
never explained, never brought up again. You created the most powerful character in the entire MCU, and then she just
Right.
went off somewhere. Okay.
It's I don't know. Let's see. China seems like some of our friends here are outright idol worshippers. I only want to dwell with friends who are on the side of good. If you're a bunch of heretics, I'm out of here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I've been following the
Yeah.
chat. There's a lot of talk of religion. To me, all
Oh.
religions should just get along. Just because it's not of one, it doesn't mean they're still bad. But anyway, I'm just going to end it there.
We're talking about comic books and it's make believe. I mean, I don't believe anybody takes it seriously.
Yeah,
the
don't
chat's gone in its own direction for some reason.
Oh,
I gotcha.
I see. Okay. Well, let's just get along, people. That's what it's about.
We're all good people. There's just good and
Yeah.
bad people of all
Yeah.
different. I'm friends of many religions, but we're all good. There's just good and bad of all religions. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
So now, drawing from his own past experiences in support of his point, Shooter then recalled, I used to show people old Lee and Kirby books from the 60s, and yeah, they were fun books, And I had a new writer, let's say, on Captain America, and I show him the first appearance of Captain America, and he says, Avengers 4. And he comes back, and and very clearly there's one panel where he's fighting Submariner, like you saw in the video before, but I'm kind of, going over it again in case some of you people are just joining and, trying to follow along with what's going on. And for some reason, Captain America doesn't remember Submariner from World War II. Yeah, because, you had the original Human Torch, you had Captain America, you had Submariner that was in there as well, along with Bucky, of course. So I don't know, hey, maybe being frozen for quite a few years gave him temporary amnesia. I'm not sure. So but Submariner takes him by surprise. He has him by the belt in the small of his back and raising him up over his head to dash him to death on the rocks. And he continued, so here's Captain America upside down, being held by his belt and about to die. And his thought is, he's stronger than I am, but I'll find a way to outmaneuver him. That's my guy. I mean, it's just boundless courage. Never say die. He'll find a way, right? But, now it's like, what? You try to find some sort of really weird subversive workaround or something like that to I don't know, just show a lack of, oh God, I don't even know what I'm saying, but it's just, it's crap. Now, how they're just.
I liked in Infinity War when Captain was like fighting Thanos at the end, and he's like, Thanos is trying to punch him, and Cap's just there with both hands trying to hold off Thanos, and he's screaming, and he's giving it all he's got. He's just outmatched, gets punched to the ground, but he's just there. He knows he's no match for this guy, but he's just like, I'm gonna stand in your way and give it all I got, even though I'm.
Yeah,
he keeps getting back up.
Yeah, I could do this all day. That attitude,
yeah. But what I'm trying to explain to this guy, and then right away they start writing him like he's Captain Republican or something. And that's the thing, he's not, right? Further detailed Shooter. So he represents the ideals of America, not any political stance. That's the thing, right? He's not for one party or the other. It's about the American dream.
The American way, exactly.
Truth, justice, apple pie, following the American dream. That's what Steve Rogers is about. But I try to work with the guys, and some of them got it. Roger Stern got it. He nailed it. And as a matter of fact, I think he's one of the best writers we had. We had some really good ones, like J.M. DeMatteis, and we had Chris Claremont, of course, was phenomenal writer, legendary writer. We had the Simonson, so both Walt and Louise Simonson, both of them, Larry Hama, the infamous G.I. Joe writer, he did some stuff in Wolverine and Captain America, and David Michelin, really talented people. And so the ones who really care about it got it. And they did what they did with this sculpture, which is to make it true to the original creation. See, because they came from an era where everybody essentially believed the same thing, right? About the ideals of Captain America, right? It wasn't about a political stance. It's because everybody at the time shared, the great American dream, as it were, right?
Yes.
For a better tomorrow, for working together, kind of like the way JFK said it. I'm trying to think of the exact quote. So, about doing things not because they're easy, but because they're hard. And I'm paraphrasing, obviously, working hard towards a better tomorrow for everyone, not just one side or the other, but for everybody. So, Jason, yeah, Cap America should be Cap America. It's not that hard, is it? No, it's not. It really isn't.
You would think it's not that hard.
No, you would think not. So, but oops, I guess.
Oopsie.
But we live in the day and age now where, America bad. America was never great or anything like that. These heroes aren't as heroic as you thought. No, they need to be deconstructed for some odd reason, and find their flaws, because everybody has these flaws, and that's where we fatally draw the nail into their proverbial skulls and basically kill the character that made them the character that they once were.
Yeah, it's deconstruct heroes and then turn villains into sympathetic people that you shouldn't consider villains, like turning Maleficent into like she was wronged by a man, he cut off her wings and drugged her. So it's the man's fault, not the evil, the mistress of evil. No. Cruella de Vil. Oh no, her mom was eaten by Dalmatians, you see. So
yeah,
exactly. There's no heroes, only sympathetic villains.
Exactly.
It's
so
like,
what?
Bad guys.
I know. So like, what? I'm supposed to feel bad for the Red Skull because he was a Yahtzee? Like, give me a break. No.
Probably had a rough childhood.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you didn't have that rough childhood, if he just had access to all the other opportunities that everybody else had.
Yeah.
No. Let me bring in a caveat. There is anti-heroes like Spawn. I'll bring one of my favorites, Spawn. Spawn is not a good guy. He with Punisher, exactly. These guys killed the villains, So they don't bring him to justice. Like Batman always brought Joker to justice how many times, and he always got out, and it repeated. It got annoying. So Spawn's like, no, screw you. I'm just gonna kill you. Then he does not deal with them anymore. Well, then again, they come down many years later as from hell. But yeah, no, bad guys are bad guys. Good guys are good guys. Let's go back to good versus evil. That's great storytelling.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God!
They don't know what evil is anymore, though.
They don't know what good storytelling is, or story structure, or character development. All of that is lost. We've deconstructed the hero myth, and we've introduced political ideology and modern storytelling.
Yep.
I mean, look, we're in a society where we can have naked people in front of kids, and we can release criminals after a day of stabbing somebody. Oh, he can go out the next day. So yeah, the world in general, it's reflecting this new world, which is screwed. So.
Yeah. Vince Warwick, I remember they had Red Skull paraphrase Jordan Peterson and went totally based. Yeah, I know, right? It was so stupid, but no, we're supposed to feel bad for Red Skull now, I guess, maybe. Always love that panel of Joker being a true American and pulling a gun on Red Skull. Joker had a line. I got to remember that crossover. Yeah, Batman and Captain America. I heard that was actually pretty good. So, but yeah, it's so stupid, Yeah, back before World War II, some dirty Jew took my Venus Schnitzel, and that's why I got all angry. So you must sympathize with me. She's just like, no, shut up. You're freaking Yahtzee. I don't have to sympathize with anything you do.
I thought the super soldier serum made him red and crazy because it was bringing out the darkness and evil. That's what they even said in the first Captain America movie, where they're like, oh yeah, he's a terrible person, so it amplified that.
Yeah.
Evil is evil. Evil is evil.
Exactly. So from there, Menendez pressed the comic creator as to what he thought was needed in the comic book industry to pull us back to a golden age, a new golden age. To this end, Shooter asserted, well, somebody who knows what he's doing has to be in charge. Where's the next Stan Lee? See, there's a really good question. Where?
They're looking for her.
Perfectly said, Abby.
Perfectly. That was good.
Not in Marvel or DC.
Maybe she hasn't been born yet, but they're looking for her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Leslie Headland, where you at?
Oh my God. Oh no. Just no.
Identical twins look a lot alike.
Oh my God. No.
I watch an interview with her where she's trying to explain herself.
Oh God.
That's my reaction every time.
I know, right?
It's like, oh my God, you're making it worse. Stop talking.
I know, right? Just let me clean my ears out with an ice pick. Tina says, yeah, the modern bad guys is the ones that keep changing and destroying our legacy heroes in the comics and movies. Yeah, it's true. You know, because we gotta feel bad for them. It's like, oh, screw off, you know. But oh God, I love this comic book when it came out. Man, I had those original issues. Friggin' Fantastic Four, number 50. Oh, I loved it. So that's it, he affirmed. It has nothing to do with the indies. A lot of them are really interesting, and they have really interesting properties and good ideas, stuff like that. But most of them have no training whatsoever. And so they're hard to read, or they're not structured right, or it's just not good as they could be. And the majors, or what used to be the majors, being, you know, Marvel and DC, they're pretty small right now. They have to they do have some really good talent, but they don't have anybody steering the ship. And so basically each guy, he does what he wants. Shooter posted, you know, Bendis, nobody tells him anything. He just turns stuff in and they process it through. Or Jeff Johns, you know, or any of those guys. They used to have editors. Larry Hama taught you stuff, he explained. Larry Hama, if you needed help, he helped you. Unless, unless you have Walt Simonson, he didn't need any help. So nowadays, they're just more like expediers, just process stuff through, and I don't see anybody teaching these days. Wow, that's unbelievable. Yeah, because now it's like, yeah, what they did to Iceman. Oh my God.
Yeah, nobody thinks they need to change or improve. They think the world needs to change or improve, and they're fine the way they are.
Yeah.
Could you say? Could you put it another way and say there's no more mentors? Because that's kind of what it sounded like to me. You have comic book professionals who are retiring. Then you have a crop coming up who doesn't want advice, who doesn't want to listen.
Yep.
They don't want to seek mentors.
It's the teenage mentality, right? This is what it is. Because when we were all teenagers, guaranteed, all of us said this to our parents. I know. Right?
Yeah.
When you didn't know shit. Excuse my language. That's the mentality. I know how to do this. It's basically just drawing a comic, or, you know, you think you're writing or something like that, or, you know, and I'm not gonna bash on colorists. You know, colorists just color, really. I mean, you know, to put it in a loose kind of manner, but, you know, I think he's right. It's all disjointed now. It's like, you know, editors just seem to just push stories through no matter what, without checking the storyline or the history or canon or anything like that. And, you know, drawers just draw. You know, there was something I posted on X earlier this past weekend, where it was a DC panel, or a page from DC Comics, of Harley Quinn basically having a something pointed at her head. I can't say the word on YouTube because that'll probably get shut down. Yes. And that one, right? You know exactly which one I'm talking about. And I said, do you see the problem? And a lot of people were going, oh, it's the gun, it's the click, right? It's like, no, 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 no. Look closer. Look very, very closer. You know? Sorry, that's improper English. I don't care. I'm like,
I was going to laugh at that, but okay.
Oh, yeah. No, go ahead and laugh. But it's the fingers. If you look at the fingers in that post that I put on there, and some people were starting to get it, it's like, oh my God, is this AI? It's like, no, this is from DC Comics. And that's how bad it's getting. Where
now, are they using AI art generators, or did that actually come from an artist?
that came from an
human
artist.
hand.
That came from human hands. That's how bad it's getting. So
That's awful.
it is awful, but this is what I'm talking about, right? So, met by the inquiry from Mendez, is that because you feel like the reader today isn't really immersing themselves in a storyline, or they're just overly concerned with imagery? Shooter declared, those guys, they're just doing stuff that isn't good. It just isn't good. Well, basically, he said, and that has nothing to do with the readers or too many indies or whatever. It has to do with, they don't know their craft, and they're kind of wrong-headed because they forgot they're in the entertainment business and they're not focusing on that first. That's what it is. And I think that's why I'm very thankful for having somebody teach me all of this, because he's old school. I don't want to say over and over again who it is because I don't want everybody bugging him, but he was in Marvel in the late 80s and he's done a lot of stuff. So, he's teaching me the right way. And my God, I really would love to get a hold of Jim Shooter and just have him on for an interview and just pick his brain. Okay, what does anybody out there need to do if they're going to be like properly editing and writing and coloring and stuff like that? God, I would love to get a hold of some of these guys, and pick their brain. So, I mean, I don't care if you have something to say on social justice issues. Fine, he concluded. Let the characters say it, right? You don't you say it. If it's you preaching at the reader, or if it's the company preaching at the reader, that's propaganda, and you don't want to read it. If a character states a point of view, that's fine. That's the character's point of view. So, drawing his thoughts on this particular topic to a close, Shooter ultimately reiterated, I think that if they get somebody in there who knows what they're doing and sort of steers the ship, that'll be good. It'll be fine, because most of these writers, they're not sticking true to the character's original personality. It's like basically everybody flip-flops on every issue. Oh, well, I used to believe in this, but now I believe in that.
But let's be honest. Let me bring a point up. Sorry to interrupt there. Let me bring a point up. I don't even blame the writers. It's the people running these companies, the head of these companies, because they're clearly an agenda that all of them are putting out now.
Yeah.
And the writers are pretty much forced and paid to do this, because I believe some of these writers probably would write their own stuff. I blame the people that are running these. They all have an agenda now. Almost all of them have these stupid agendas, and it's almost forced in every comic out there. So there's something even above the writers that's going on.
No, that's a good point. It comes from the top down. It's a top-down initiative.
It is.
If you don't agree with it, then you're ousted.
Yeah.
Yep. And Titan, I gotta agree with you. The comic book industry is run by activists, not artists anymore. That's true, 100%. It's from and like what Pop said, it's from the top down. It's basically activists at every freaking level. Because once you got maybe a certain writer in or certain, well, I mean, we covered it with the whole Whisper Network thing, right? It's like, once you get one writer or artist in or something like that, then it doesn't take long for that snake in Eden to make baseless, false accusations of somebody else, only to get their own friends in. And then next thing you know, you got a whole room or a whole company filled by these activists.
Now, wasn't there,
and everything goes to shit.
Wasn't there a Star Wars story written by a Miss Ireland or something? She's a woman of color and she hates white people, but they brought her in.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, there's an agenda.
Sounds like all of them to me.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty
yeah,
much,
but she
at
was
this point.
really loud about it. I remember her tweet. We talked about her during an episode actually, and it was like, yeah, why are they hiring a racist? But you can't be racist against white people. No, you can. But they hired her and bring her in openly. I'm like, no, that's pathetic. That should be
Exactly.
illegal.
Yeah. Vince Womack, just ask him. The worst he could do is decline your offer. No, that's true, right? I mean, hey, you never know unless you ask. You never know. So
I can't. You got this art on the screen right now, and I say the word art loosely because there's something about it that bugs me, and I can't put words to it. It has no weight.
No, it doesn't. It feels flat in a way.
Wait, scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit, and we'll see.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't fighting no woman for.
Yeah, that booty is flat. Never mind. I was just looking at the booty.
Why is she talking like that?
Yeah, the booty.
Because this was around the time where Titania was fighting, female Thor at the time, and it was Absorbing Man and Titania that were fighting her, and all of a sudden she just had a change of heart because I ain't beating up on no girl, no fellow woman. So so it knocks out basically Absorbing Man. Right. And it's like, you know what? That's it. We're just going to end the fight here. Knocks him out. Like, come on. It's just so dumb.
The characters are flexing and they have nothing to do. I mean, old school art from the 70s and 80s. If you had two characters fighting, you could see the force of the punches, the impacts.
Yeah.
Cars being tossed around, buildings. Yeah, there was dynamic art to it.
Yes.
It had a dynamic look and feel to it.
Yep.
This is just flat. It's nothing going on. It's not moving.
Oh my god, this scene.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me, everybody out in the chat, okay, and you guys here on the panel, can you tell me what is wrong with the last panel? Tell me what is wrong with the last panel.
Wouldn't her head turn the other way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah, actually,
yeah. Okay.
She
hammer.
Backhanded the hammer.
Yeah. Holding it with her left. The hammer is facing, going towards the left. Her head is pointed right. How does that work? Yes.
How did that not break her neck? Like,
I know,
and this whole scene is so idiotic. Like, she's like standing there, and like, yeah, I'm not going to fight you because you're a girl, but next time I'm going to throw you in the Hudson. Then the female Thor's like, yeah, I don't care about any of that. I'm going to knock you out now. Like, what?
It is, yes. Titan, Token said it best. Evil is not able to create anything new. It can only distort and destroy what has been invented or made by the forces of good. Exactly. Exactly, Titan. And Rocco the Brave says, if you are a social justice warrior, don't watch two guys talking. One of them calls that chick from the Acolyte the C word 3 times in 30 seconds because the agenda of the show. I can't imagine who that was. Oh, man. That's not how you give head. Exactly. Precisely.
What an idiotic conversation to have right before just getting smacked in the face.
The art is pretty bad. The dialogue makes it even worse.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm just gonna hit you now. Bang. Okay.
And people are crying because they don't understand what's happening to the comic book industry. Like, why are the sales numbers so low? What's happening? Why aren't we selling books?
Yeah.
Like, she's in jail. Like, so how'd you get beat? Oh, I refused to fight female Thor. She knocked me out. You're an idiot. Like,
you are.
He didn't even put up a fight. No, she was a woman, so I couldn't. How's that working out for you?
Yeah, exactly. You're still in jail.
Yeah. And it was much easier for her to beat you. Yeah, you made it easier for her. How nice.
I know, right? But Lord Thought says, if you want us old guys to come back to comics, have a comic book about a female super team that has large power girl boobs. You'll make millions. God. Lord Thoth, you know what? I should just take that advice right there. And
like grown-up Powerpuff Girls.
Yes. And have a
Powerpuff
team
women.
of 5.
Yeah.
Next on Hulu.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These are the ingredients. Big tits.
These are the boobs that created the perfect little women.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. They couldn't get more offensive than that, could it now?
They would be created by a female scientist, actually.
Yes, exactly.
Because no man's going to take credit for them, like that.
It's kind of like, with Jeffrey Scott Campbell when he made Gen 13 and how he made Caitlin like kind of like a nerd at the beginning, but but her powers activated and she became like this super hottie, ginger girl. There was good times. I love Jeffrey Scott
even
Campbell
in
back
like
in the day.
the first Deadpool movie, like there's the scene when he's fighting the chick during like the montage of him working his way up to Francis, and he's is it wrong for me to hit you? Is it wrong not to hit you? I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Or like Rocco says, Brave the Bold Batman, justice has no gender. It's woman. Bam! That's the way it goes. They can even make them lesbians. Please be lesbians. My God. I know what you're looking for now in a comic. So there we go. Not all bad though. Compass Comics, Ripperverse, and Skybound are putting out good stuff. Yeah, that's true. Even though Skybound basically are hiring their friends, and Hasbro told them, look, we want you to hire these guys, but they turned around and ended up hiring only their friends. So, in a way, how is that kind of fair? But whatever. I don't know.
Called an abuse of power. That's what it is.
Exactly. Sounds like a Kickstarter. Exactly. It does. So, and Tina, I have no interest in Disney Star Wars since Book of Boba Fett became Book of since Book of Boba Fett made Boba Fett disappear in his own show and it became The Mandalorian. Yeah.
He spent half of his own show in a Bacta tank.
I know, right?
It was the pamphlet of Boba Fett.
Yes.
I forget where I heard that. Somebody else came up with that term. I thought it was great. Pamphlet of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
The Vespa gang.
Oh God.
The Mighty Morphin Vespa Rangers.
Everybody's favorite character. Everybody knows all of their names. I don't know any of their names.
But see, now we're a little over the hour. We went a little bit over there. Let's take a very brief commercial break here. More like a PSA, because allegedly certain pretend viruses are on the rise there, and and we're not talking about the certain couve. We're not talking about that, but we want everybody out there. Every one of you guys, whether you're watching on Rumble or on YouTube here, and apparently X still won't let me broadcast because I need a premium account. Screw you, X. It was perfectly fine before, but whatever. But we want you guys to be safe. And so this PSA is for you guys. Enjoy.
We owe our lives to the almighty germs. They defeated the aliens from War of the Worlds.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man,
I love how it escalated into Crazy Town. Like,
I know,
right?
I thought it was
that,
real.
that escalated quickly.
bar of soap will appear and you'll be gone forever. What?
I thought that said Germans for a second.
You're in a hyperbolic time chamber. What?
Oh, damn. I thought they were small Germans.
When a railroad spike is implanted in your brain, germs get. That was good.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, if you're in your late 40s or 50s, you probably remember a time when you were outside playing in the mud, drinking from water hoses, and playing with out in the neighborhood, riding on bicycles and all that. It's like we didn't have a care in the world.
Yeah,
No,
like
exactly.
George Carlin. He's like, we used to play in raw sewage, and we never got sick ever. You know why? Because we played in raw sewage.
It was clean sewage. Not this filthy sewage.
Everything in the future is clean, even the dirt. It's clean.
That's right. Exactly. Tina, oh my god, what the hell was that?
It sounded like the same narrator from like the history of the F word video that I watched a long time ago. And
Quite possibly.
when he talked about all the different variations of how to say the F word.
There's actually a documentary on that, believe it or not. About
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh man, having a bath once a week. Yep, that's right. Builds up the immune system. Exactly.
Dirt shows up on filthy little cowboys. So random. Run! The germs are getting you.
Don't touch your mic. What? Oh no.
Always burn your clothes immediately after.
And whenever you can, have your cutlery in the hyperbaric chambers.
Like, what?
Yes, let me go out and purchase one right now.
This is turning into like a Fallout ad, like in a
Yeah.
It
Shelter.
pretty much will be. So.
welcome to Vault something. So this is how you're gonna live now.
Oh my god. So that to break up the monotony of this channel. Thank you for holding on for this long. So, and now on to
I bet Bubble Boy's mom showed him that ad. I just wanted to say.
Probably.
But before we get on to the next article, I almost forgot something that we're gonna have a little bit of fun with Appion here in a segment that we all love to call.
All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Right.
So this is the segment of the show where we like to have fun with Appion and educate him on who may or may not be Canadian. So let's see. We're going to pick from somebody here. Here we go. Okay. So we're gonna pick two people here. They may be actors, they may be singers, they may be, I don't know, now pretty much only those two. So and we're gonna see if Appion can figure out whether or not, without looking it up, if they're Canadian or not. And you guys in the chat can either help him out or mislead him on whether or not these actors or actresses or whoever they may be are Canadian or not. So first one here is Appion Eric Bana. Is Eric Bana Canadian or not?
I feel like
and you guys in the chat can either you can either help him or dissuade him. So Eric Bana, without looking it up because it makes it more fun that way.
First live action Hulk.
Yeah.
Hector from Troy.
Yeah.
What are you, Eric? I don't think he is. I think he's like,
all right.
I think he's
Event Progenitor says he's Canadian.
I know what he is.
Lord Thought says he's Australian.
Yeah, he does have some sort of accent. I think he's not.
I don't think he is. Not. You don't think he's Canadian?
I don't. I'm going with no.
You're going with no, he's not?
Yeah.
Let's see. Benner got that dopey Canadian look to him. So,
Final
yeah,
answer.
you got a point there. Final answer. Okay. Eric Bana is not Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is he? What is he really? Is he
He's
English or
Aussie.
Australian?
He's Australian.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
Australian.
His
Eric-
accent kind of
Eric
comes
Bana
out
is
a bit in
Australian.
Troy a little bit. You can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah, I've
but
seen him in interviews. Yeah,
Exactly.
It's not that.
Yeah, he is the Black
Hawk
Hawk
Down,
Down Special Forces guy. Yep,
that movie
that's
had
right.
so many freaking people in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Black Hawk
He's
Down's
it
cast
did.
was so stacked.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen him in a while though. He hasn't done it.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
what is
right?
it, like after Troy, what else did he do?
Yeah.
Like,
I know. He hasn't been seen it a lot lately.
Yeah,
I like
he
him.
I like his.
hasn't really done much of anything. He kind of dropped off there for a while.
yeah, I thought he was a good actor as well. Like
Yeah.
I know, right?
Munich.
So
Was there more?
next one.
Okay, cool.
All right. We have Michael Ironside.
Oh,
Is Michael Ironside Canadian or not? I mean,
Classic
you've seen this
actor?
dude in like lots of stuff.
Well,
Starship
also the voice.
Troopers.
He's done
Islander
one of the great
2.
voice of Splinter Cell. So
Yeah.
yeah, the great.
Since the first one was a no, I'm trying to think here. You probably made this. This guy's probably Canadian.
Starship Troopers.
I love him as Starship Troopers. Road
Love
trip.
him as
Lots of stuff.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
TV
Forever.
and cinema.
Mhm.
It's like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Man, oh,
Oh,
man.
man.
I'm gonna have
let's
to look
see.
him up. I'm
gonna
cheating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, okay, yeah. Penny says yes.
Yeah, I'm going for
Okay.
yes. Since the first guy was a no, I think you're
Lord
not going to
Voth,
do 2 no's in a row.
there could only be one Canadian. Okay, yeah. Love
Highlander
Mike.
reference.
There we go. Let's see. Ironside is from Mars. Let's see. Madman says I don't know, but what a legend. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, what a
100%.
career. Yeah,
I know, right?
I'm gonna say he's Canadian.
You're gonna
Final
say he's Canadian. Okay, final answer. All right,
Yeah,
Michael
I'm not sure,
Ironside.
but I'm just guessing. Yeah.
Michael Ironside.
2 for 2 today. All right.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah, he
Michael
voiced,
Ironside, 100% is Canadian.
Wow,
Yeah,
how
he
about
voiced
that?
Sam Fisher in Splinter Cell. He's one of the original. They say they wanted to try to get him back for the remakes, but I don't think it's good to go. But yeah, no. He's done so much in his career. A legend.
Oh yeah. You better have Gary Chalk on that list, dude. Of course I will. Of course, he's another nice guy. So, but yeah, Michael Ironside, totally 100% Canadian.
Oh,
So
totally.
I did not know that though. I was just making a little guess. That's damn. You guys really do have all the best actors. I can't reiterate
I know,
that.
right?
Though. Not fair.
Yeah, but we also got Celine Dion and Seth Rogen. So, damn it.
It equals out then. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, there's balance in the force.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's a balance we don't need. Anyway, but I digress. So, anyway, so on to the next article. So this one is going to be hopefully plenty of fun. This is something I didn't see coming, but apparently we're getting a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Naruto crossover from IDW. And well, it also will have a race swap, April O'Neil. But
IDW, that explains everything.
it does. But
That's
you know
kinda
what?
Cool though, man. Like
I'm-
this is kind of a cool concept.
I'm kind of excited for this, regardless.
No, they said
Because, I
race
mean-
swap April O'Neil, but then again, I've read that originally she was black and then she was white in the newer one. So really, what race will she be?
I think
She's
she was
mixed.
always white.
Yes,
I know,
more on
buddy
the
of mine,
white
he's
side,
the
but she
biggest
was
turtle
mixed.
fan. I guess, yeah, she was mixed in the originals.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. So,
Hmm.
yeah, no, we also got Justin Bieber. Yeah, that's true too.
No, we don't.
So-
No, he's gone. He doesn't live in Canada anymore. Shut up.
You don't want to claim Justin Bieber?
No.
Fever.
Yeah. Yeah. And Loverboy. Never forget you gave the world Loverboy.
Hey, no, Loverboy's awesome. Don't
Uh,
be dissing on Loverboy. They're awesome.
Loverboy does have a few good songs to him.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. There's
White
some good
Irish.
songs to him.
Oh my God. Yeah. April O'Neil was black and white because the comic wasn't colored. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we all know it doesn't matter if you're black or white. So there we go. Hee hee. So a progenitor. Yeah. Watch they make Naruto have sex with some of the.
Please, God, no.
God,
Oh,
no.
no.
Please, no. Yeah. So anyway, so this is coming out of left field. I'm. It's this is going to be interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting. So I'm just wondering how this is going to pan out.
It would be cool to see the turtles learn like some of the jutsus and stuff.
Yeah, that's
like maybe they have like their own summoning jutsu or something, and like Shredder coming to like the Naruto world would be like cool.
Shredder part of the Akatsuki.
Something. Yeah, and he's got his own jutsus too, or something. That is a kind of interesting concept that I never thought about before.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting because the turtles would be learning some stuff and teaching some stuff as well.
Yeah. Plus, you know, I mean, because like say Jiraiya, Naruto, you know, summoning the frogs. I mean, you got Sasuke with the giant snake. You got you know, Sakura or Lady Tsunade with a giant slug. You know, these big summoning animals. And and you got something there, Appion. I wonder what or if the turtles will summon some you know, contract animal.
Naruto teaches Leonardo how to go sage mode. Like, oh my god, that would be amazing.
Oh, that'd be awesome. The possibilities are there. So this is
shadow clone jutsu, like the turtles like multiplying. There's like 1,000 turtles with weapons.
Oh yeah. Tina wants to know, okay, what's Naruto? Okay, Naruto is from Japan. It's a long running anime series, manga that even went well, God, like, you know, you have Naruto Shippuden, then it went to Boruto, you know, with his son later on as Naruto becomes Hokage. You know, multiple movies out in Japan. It was like basically like a worldwide ninja phenomenon. And we got Canadian Spider-Man that's joining us.
And it has such a great message too. Like,
it does.
He's an outsider that wants to be accepted by his village, and he wants to make friends because he's been alone most of his life. So it's very relatable story to anyone that's spent a lot of time alone and wants to, you know, be accepted for who they are. And as you know,
what's up, Spidey?
What's up, Spider-Man?
Hi. Can you hear me okay, guys?
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I'm just sorry, buddy. I'm a little bit later than I expected. I just had to set up in my RV, in my travel RV.
That's right. And for all of you guys that don't know, he's in his shaggin' wagon right now, and
none of that here.
There we go. So so we're getting on to the next news article here, Spidey, about this. I don't know if you know of Naruto or of Teenage. Okay, well, there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Naruto crossover that's going to be happening.
Okay.
So this is the news that we're pretty much going to be covering. So Naruto was on the new Dragon Ball Z, and don't forget the swing. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, 100%. His whole look was to be like Goku with the orange and blue.
I've seen vague, roughly familiar, but now is it Japan going to be doing it, or is it over in America?
Well, this is what. Well, it's going to be released by IDW Comics,
American comic book company.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to see if hopefully the creator of Naruto is going to be having some input in this. So which would be interesting. So on one hand, who would have ever thought that an official Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover with Naruto would ever see publication? On the other hand, another day, another instance of a race-swapped April O'Neil.
But who really cares about that in this instance? Like,
you gotta
only the people that want to race swap and gender swap.
Like,
Ultimately, and on the other hand, you gotta think of this. This is an alternate universe. Okay. So I can kind of pass it off of, you know what, who cares?
Yeah, like I could be cool if she talks to Sakura and learns like be a medical ninja, you know, or something like her.
Yeah.
So then you could have April actually be able to do something.
Yep. And I'm okay with this. So far so good. So it's written by Caleb Golnier of Team Sonic Racing One Shot. The line arc by Hendry Presetia, of Common Rider 01 Volume 1, Power Girl Volume 2, colors by Raul Angluo, whatever, some person that did Nyx Volume 2, and lettering by, some guy that did Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover. The crossover was first revealed to the public courtesy a leak of its cover art provided by Russian TMNT fan forum Turtle Power, and later confirmed by real by series cover artist George Jimenez, who did Batman Volume 3, Justice League Volume 4, and Super Sons Volume 1. So he wrote, on his Instagram, the high definition version of this cover on the book's first issue. That's real. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto crossover. Anyone who knows me knows that Naruto is the series that I read as an adult and gave me back my enthusiasm for drawing. So I put everything aside and started fighting for my dream. The Ninja Turtles are directly some of the first strokes I drew as a 3 or 4 year old child. So yes, I had to be involved in this project in some way. I will be doing the main covers for and being the happiest person in the world for it. So that's the cover.
That looks great.
I love this.
Yep.
I love it.
Naruto whimsy with the turtles, and it works. Oh my god, it'd be such a fun scene of Naruto and a freaking Michelangelo like eating at the ramen shop or something. Like,
oh god, yeah,
they both love to eat
at Ichiraku Ramen.
Yeah, let me show you my local spot. We're gonna clear this place out tonight.
Oh god,
that does look fun. I think I've seen all of 3 or 4 episodes of Naruto, but so I'm not familiar with the story too much.
Like Shikamaru and the Donatello, the smart one, right? Yeah,
yeah.
Them two, because they're both like the strategist tacticians. They would be good, like a team up.
Vince, no, he's not. He's definitely not a cheap version of Snake Eyes. No. Far from it. Naruto is it's so much more different. It's so much more different. Don't think G.I. Joes whatsoever. You know, that's all I can say. Don't think G.I. Joe whatsoever. Put G.I. Joe out of your mind. Just think, I don't know, if you can, try to find maybe some of the manga online and read it. It's, it's about basically a kid that wants to become Hokage, essentially, leader of the village, that wants to protect everyone. He's lost his parents. Obviously later on he finds out that his dad was actually the 4th Hokage, and he's essentially on his own. He just wants to make friends, and he's an outcast. Plus, on top of that, it doesn't help that he has a 9-tailed demon fox inside him on top of that as well. So which puts him on the outs of everybody in the entire village, and he can't understand why he's an outcast and why he's hated by a lot of people, and he just wants to work hard to achieve his dream, which is become Hokage. And he goes through some rigorous training. He's definitely not this Mary Sue type of character whatsoever.
Oh no, he gets his ass kicked so many times.
Yeah.
Oh, big time. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Isn't the anime one of those few anime that are like approaching 1,000 episodes or something crazy like that?
It is. I mean, they kind of
stopped. No, there is an ending.
There is an ending. And it kind of carries on with the next generation, like Boruto.
Yeah.
And but that kind of ended after, I think, what was it, about 194 episodes or something like that. So I kind of would have liked to see that continue, but it kind of
only 194. That's kind of reasonable, as opposed to Dragon Ball Z's 300 and something. One Piece is 1,000.
And it's not over yet.
Yeah, that's One Piece will never be over.
It'll never end. I think that show's gonna outlive all of us. Like,
yeah.
So, TMNT in Naruto's world or Naruto in New York? I think it's going to be basically the turtles in Naruto's world.
Yeah, it looks like they're in the
Yeah.
Leaf Village here, so
Yeah.
I would that works.
So
I could see that.
Oh yeah, totally 100%. Naruto is more like Teen Titans Beast Boy Robin than anything. It's you know what? It's I don't know. See, the thing is you can't really put a finger on a Japanese series to a North American comic. It's different. It's just different. You can't, I don't know, at least for me, you really can't compare it to anything that's in North America. I mean, maybe you can. Then again, Titan is like, yeah, your explanation is not Harry.
Yeah, it's trying to explain manga to the comic book industry is like, we're doing well. Look, if we combine the manga sales with our comic books, our comic book industry is doing great. Now, if you separate the two, one's in the toilet, the other's not.
Yeah. So in his own separate statement given to IGN, Goliner beamed. I'm stoked and humbled to get this work with the coolest talents in comics and manga and introduce the ninja created by my heroes in a massive mutagen and chakra fueled adventure for fans everywhere. But what else can you call it but an honor? Let's party. Per a synopsis of the series provided by publishers IDW and Viz Entertainment, the East-West Ninja team-up will see the Turtles and Team 7 cross paths courtesy of a clandestine meeting between April O'Neil and the 5th Hokage, Tsunade, right? So you're going to have Lady Tsunade in there. So it's the coolest ninja mashup you could have ever dreamed of. Had you dared, exclaimed the synopsis. The Heroes in a Half Shell meets the host of the Nine-Tailed Fox in a crossover everyone will be talking about. So,
good. So if Tsunade is there, then Naruto's already far along. I didn't want to see like day one Naruto team up because he would know shit. But at least he's going to be a lot more powerful and at least have the Rasengan and some other moves.
Oh God,
by that point.
And I just want to see.
Oh, they're wearing the Ombu Black Ops mask.
Yeah, I know, right? That's even more cool. Like, damn.
Shredder. Oh my gosh. Shredder and Orochimaru are going to team up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like, dude, I want to see this. I so want to order these books.
I bet Sasuke and Leonardo will fight on first meeting because they're going to not know each other. And Sasuke will initiate.
Wear masks?
Yeah, Ombu masks.
It's like their super secret service ninjas that they have, like
like spy ninjas,
royal guards. Yeah, spy ninjas.
Even without a mask, even with the mask on, though, I think they'll still be recognized.
One of these don't look like the others.
Yeah,
that sort of thing. Like,
the green skin might put it off.
You guys aren't from around here, are you?
No. And the fact that they got 2 fingers and a thumb, that might have something to do with it,
Got hard for me to put my finger on it, but I think these guys are from out of town.
Oh yeah. See, this is the dynamic I foresee happening. Okay, it's going to be basically like this team with Naruto and Leonardo, obviously, right? Sasuke and Raphael are going to be the 2 pair because grumble.
Yeah.
Sakura and Donatello are going to get along, but Mikey is going to fall in love with Sakura.
Oh yeah.
That's the dynamic, that I foresee happening here because, why not, right? So, but I'm getting more and more pumped with this.
I want it to be an animated show. I would watch that real quick,
dude. Just like with Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that was pretty good,
dude. I would watch that in a heartbeat.
You were saying, Spidey?
I was just wondering if her hair was pink.
Oh yeah, it's definitely pink.
Okay, like cherry blossom, as in Sakura, the cherry blossom.
Yep.
She's
such a great character, man.
I get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
She starts as such a basic ass character, but the way she comes along later is so good.
It is. It is. Vince Womack says the one thing I never understood with mangas is why they have the story start with the conclusion and then show what happens before that. Joking again. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very interesting writing tool that he's done with because I think he wants to show that, you know what, ultimately this is where the story is going to end up, and here's the journey to go along that goes along to that ending, right? So it's like, holy shit, this is what's this is what's going to end up happening, and it's like, okay, what are the steps that end up making it happen go that way? So Vince Mike, anybody remember when Turtles showed up in Power Rangers? You know what, I didn't read that. I honestly didn't read that. Maybe I'll give it a shot. So
turtles everywhere.
Yeah, turtles everywhere. When teenage reporter April O'Neil, I kind of chuckle at that, has a clandestine meeting with Tsunade, the leader of the Hidden Leaf Village, it garners the attention of Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi. Oh God, yes. So you had better have him in there. Exactly. It teases they aren't the only ones who are wondering what the two women are discussing, though. The Sinister Foot Clan have their own interests in April's visit, and they think she might hold the valuable information on mutagen research being conducted by the scientist Baxter Stockman. Of course, because you got to have him in there too. So with April caught between the forces of the Hidden Leaf Village and the Foot Clan, it can't be long before the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show up to lend her a hand. So notably, given Naruto's pre-time skip appearance on Himendis's cover and Tsunade's confirmed role as the leader of the Hidden Leaf Village, it appears that the events of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto will take place sometime near the start of the orange-clad ninja's heroic career. So here's a character design of Splinter with a nice Ambu mask on top of that too. I'm liking this. I'm really, really liking mask this
too.
Yeah,
that looks pretty cool.
It does. And I like how they're keeping very much in touch with Japanese culture with the look of the masks as well. It just doesn't take its cues from from Naruto, but I mean, these are actual masks that are made in Japan, and I'm sure that Spidey can confirm that as well.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I've seen many of those, and I actually bought one and gave it to my youngest brother when I returned home.
Oh, nice.
I should have bought two. Damn it.
Here's one thing, because we were talking about summoning animals earlier, or Ampion had mentioned it earlier. Because you see that Splinter is carrying a scroll on his back, and I'm just wondering, is he going to summon something as well?
Massive turtle.
A gigantic rat.
Or gonna summon like the trash truck that shoots the manhole covers.
Oh God, no!
Have a car in Naruto's world. That'll be weird.
Oh, that would be.
He could just summon himself and be like, "I'm over here now. I'm over here." There, he just summoned himself.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Vince Womack, Turtles Power Ranger crossover was in live action. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, Vince. Damn. Yeah, that was like ages ago. Yeah, could have been in Power Rangers in Space or Lost Galaxy or close to that one. Yeah. I remember that way back when. That was like, God, what was that? Like 10, 15 years ago? Something like that? I do remember that now vaguely. So, 4 turtles combined to make one larger turtle. Oh my God.
It's the big space turtle that kills Pennywise in it.
Yeah. Should have crossed over with Transformers.
Was that Gamera?
Then you bring in the
Gamera. Yeah.
Gamera.
Yeah, then you bring in the big space turtle that has 4 giant elephants on its back that holds up Discworld, and bring
Look
in
at my summoning power. I am.
all of a sudden we have Terry Pratchett characters running around,
Yeah.
completely confused as to what's going on.
This turtle is holding up the entire earth. On top of that, please, no, sir. Do not be feeding my god a peanut. No, I am not allowing that. So Ganesha is full as it is. So yeah, so here we got Raph and Raphael and Michelangelo. So I like how they already got these pre-made headbands already made. So
you think that in the comic, like they'll get presented those when they get to Leaf Village?
Oh, I wonder. God, I would love to see that. Man, oh man.
The character designs are looking pretty cool.
Yeah, I am liking it. So it's
I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah. I definitely have to pick this up.
Oh yeah,
so,
they're wearing the sandals. And there's a lot of cross stuff.
Yeah.
I don't see any self-insertion at all.
No. Can you imagine if these get made into figures?
I'm buying them.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Two of my favorite things growing up. Now they're together.
and they come with a screw top head and they're filled with sake rice wine.
Yes. Yes.
I hope they have,
what was that?
I have one a Shredder.
That Bill Murray.
I would love that. Penny says, yeah, heading out to Hooked on Missions. Okay, well, Penny, you have a good time and thank you for joining in. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you later, Penny.
Bye, Penny.
So let's see. Oh God, Rice Wind and Turtle say I would read that.
Yeah, Rince Wind.
100%.
Rince Wind.
Rince Wind. Yep.
Yeah.
And Tina says, yeah, stop. My stomach is hurting from laughing. Oh, jeez. So alongside the series' official confirmation, IDW also provided a number of character design sheets revealing the Hidden Leaves inspired outfits set to be worn by Michelangelo, Raphael, Master Splinter, and the aforementioned April. Notably, in addition to revealing the 3 anthropomorphic animals, will be covering their faces with animal-style masks while moving about the village, a la Naruto's Anbu covert ops team. The preview artwork also confirmed that the series will yet again be race swapping April from white to black. And so this is April's character design in this crossover that's going on right now. So, you know what?
I kind of like it, dude.
You know what?
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not minding it whatsoever. So, and yeah,
they still kind of gave her the hair. She's got the body, her physique.
Yep,
could be
worse. As long as the turtle is still green.
Exactly. You know what? And like I said before, you got to think of it as it's a different universe altogether. So I'm not hating on it. I do like the design. Yeah, would I prefer if she was, white? Yeah, maybe. But to me, the character just looks interesting. And that's what I want, right? I'm not going to grumble over if she's white or black. And like what we covered before, and you can look it up a long time ago. Originally April was of mixed heritage. So what? To me, it doesn't matter. In the cartoon, yeah, she looked like she was a white woman, whatever. And in the movie back in the 90s, yeah, she was a white woman, whatever. Doesn't matter.
There are black characters in Naruto. I mean, Killer Bee.
Yeah,
and he raps too. He fucking raps too.
Oh God, yeah. Killer Bees.
Will they change his personality though to be stereotypical? Or
yes,
April's original personality, because it is another universe.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But yeah, you know what? As for Killer Bee, it's the character I love to hate.
Killer Bee is hilarious because he's really powerful, but he's goofy as hell.
I know it's I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just Japanese rapping. It's just
I kind of like it because he's like dissing the person he's fighting. Oh, Killer Bee, gonna get you to flee from me, and he's like saying all this stuff.
Yeah,
like, that's pretty good.
I'm having flashbacks of Samurai Champloo for those who have seen that anime.
It just sounds weird when Japanese people rap. But I like the character. It just sounds so odd, right? But I like the way Killer Bee does it. It's just,
yeah, me too. That's the thing. It's odd, but it kind of works for him.
Yeah, it does. But it's a good character design. I like it. I don't mind it whatsoever. I
thought it was going to be way worse, to be honest. I was like,
that's what I thought.
What's this going to look like?
Yeah, because I thought that's what I thought it was going to look like, right? So, but the article goes, far from the first time the Daring Reporter was hit with the modern audience's treatment, April was also subject to a specific change in the 2018 and 2023 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. And I'm sorry, but that one just looks horrible. It's just bad. But then again,
that's horrible. Yeah.
Seth Rogen, right? That's because of Seth Rogen. But this crossover is going to be coming out November 13th. So if you want to get this crossover, I'm thinking this is, even though it's IDW, and IDW has had their problems, that's fine. And I know it's now the home of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know what? Okay, fine. This is something that doesn't happen very often. A crossover with Japanese manga and North American characters. Marvel did it a few years back. What was it with One Punch Man? And I think they did something or are doing something with Ultraman. And, and I know ages ago, Marvel and I think maybe even DC Comics, they did stuff with Godzilla, and yeah, sure, that's Godzilla. But we're talking manga here, which is a little different. So it's a little bit different. I'm thinking that these are going to sell out like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah. So
you're getting like customers from two fan bases of like really huge IPs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They better have Madara go all out.
I don't know, because if the timeline's early, I don't think he's been awakened yet.
Well, then again, I mean, oh yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, because even during this time period, he's like a really, really old man. So I don't think he'd be in that one though.
Yeah, I think he's still in the shadows.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to spoil anything if people haven't watched it and they want to watch it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to like.
That's all right. Those who don't know what's going on are all just sitting here confused, like, well, that's like, nice.
If you plan on watching it, I don't really want to spoil Madara because he's like a huge player in the show. But
oh, big time. But I don't know. I'm a little excited for this. What about you guys? Spidey, seeing how you're late, I'll get you to your thoughts.
Well, I'm a huge fan of the look from my somewhat limited experience. I'd say it looks very authentic to the Japanese masks, and I do love the look of them. I grew up with. I mean, I was a little older. No, I grew up with Ninja Turtles. Sure, I did, and I liked it a lot. Naruto, I'm less familiar with a lot of. I didn't have time to partake in a lot of the Japanese art or manga, as a kid or when I was over there. I partook in the drinking culture and the eating culture, but not so much the arts. And I wish I had it because I listened to you guys and it sounds like a quality product. So yeah, I like the look of them. And from the Ninja Turtles side of things, I really like what they did with Splinter and April. I'm
Yeah.
okay with how they did it. Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think I agree. They'll sell out.
All right. Tom.
Action figure.
Yes. I'm
Yes.
on the fence. I'll check. I haven't watched anything Turtles or read anything Turtles in a long time. And I remember I'm still a virgin with Naruto. It's one of the few enemies I've never get into. It's just, I mean, everybody else is, but I've never get into it. There's so many other enemies I follow with there. That's one I just never get into. So
On
I mean,
Netflix.
I'll give it a shot. But yeah, I know I've never watched anything there. Remember, I don't have Netflix, so yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't never given the time for it. So, but it looks interesting. I will say that 100%. So,
all right. You think this might be a comic that you might want to check out?
money wise, I can't afford them. I collect Spawn, and that's it. And that's all I can afford.
Well, you got until November. You got until
Yeah.
November.
Hopefully, if my book sells by then, yeah. So maybe I'll get into some other stuff. But yeah, we'll wait.
All right. Pop Culture Republic. What do you think?
Looks interesting. I do like the amalgamation of the looks. They've managed to do a really good job of melding the appearance of the turtles and the appearance of the anime and the manga. Never been a big fan of race gender swapping, but it's I guess whatever.
Yeah.
Would have liked if they had left April as a young adult or an adult reporter as opposed to, hey, she's a teenager.
Right. Right.
But I guess if you're dealing with the anime characters and manga characters, you need to make April O'Neil a teenager to blend in or to be relatable or whatever. I don't know. I guess it would be dependent on the storyline and how they mix the characters in with the storyline.
Mm. Plus, on top of that, considering how Nickelodeon now owns the Turtles, you kind of have to go by their rules on top of that too.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make April like the same age as like the ninjas, like Naruto and Sakura. So like she's not an adult and they're kids.
Yeah,
So they're all kind of the same age.
I'm just used to the old comic books where she was an adult reporter, and
for sure.
Yeah. And I get that.
I remember the comic books. Yeah.
The only way I can figure it is she's a teenage blogger or something now, or something maybe, or I don't know.
Yeah, that would work. So, reporter. So, Appion, what are your thoughts, dude?
Well, I was kind of talking while you were saying it, but I'm really excited for this. Actually, I didn't know that this was happening until today, and two franchises that I really like and care about, and I find this so interesting and really cool, and I want to see how it plays out. I want to see how Shredder looks in the Naruto look.
Oh God, yes. Ooh, yeah, because they haven't revealed that now, have they?
Yeah, I was about to say they have not revealed Shredder. They haven't shown. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to keep the surprise. Yeah,
big time. Or okay. Because you got this whole mutagenic ooze kind of thing, right? I wonder if he would be teaming up with Orochimaru.
Yeah, or Orochimaru takes over his body.
Yeah, because he's the one that also experiments too, right? With a lot of other stuff, right? So that might be a thing as well. See, it gets really interesting once you mix this all up, right? With two properties on either side of the ocean, right?
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which has been going on like for ever since the mid 80s. And then you got the little ninja that took the world by storm over in Japan. And that's lasted like 10 plus years. Sold millions and millions of dollars of merchandise, just as much as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have. And in a shorter time span, I might add, on top of that as well, long-running anime that went far longer than any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle TV series ever has. Probably even maybe more movies Naruto has had, like, lots and lots of movies. It's a very interesting mashup. I think I might put this on pre-order somewhere because I feel like I need to get this.
Yeah, I really like that cover that you got on the screen.
Yeah,
it's
that
really
that
good.
does look like a fun cover.
It does. And this is kind of like what Joe Shooter was talking about earlier. You know, just bringing back a lot of the fun back into it. And it seems like whoever drew this gets it.
Yeah.
Gets the fun and the goofiness of both properties, right? So
yeah,
and
if I was in my local or not so local comic book store, walking down the aisles, and I saw this cover out the corner of my eye, I would have to stop, go over and pick that up to see what is this, what in the world is going on here.
yeah,
exactly. It grabs your interest, right?
Do you think that Naruto's going to show the turtles his sexy jutsu?
Oh God, yes.
The harem jutsu.
I want to see that. And Michelangelo would just go
Yeah.
nuts. Just
the nosebleed. Ah, they
yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh man, see, with all of this guessing what's going to be happening, it builds up the excitement. I want to see it more and more and more, because it's like all these classic Naruto tropes, especially from the earlier episodes. I want to see it happen. I want to see it. Oh my
They're
God.
gonna show sexy jutsu. It's too good. Yeah, Naruto creates his own jutsu that nobody else uses because it's ridiculous. Where he turns himself into like a hot blonde chick, and she's like, her breasts are covered by like a smoke cloud, and then her privates are too. And he's like, "Hey, big boy."
Yeah, I want to see him use that on Shredder and see what happens.
Your infantile techniques have no effect on me.
Oh my God.
I've trained myself out of.
Grow up, child.
Yeah, exactly, right? So
that usually works on grown-ups.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
I'm not from your realm. I'm more mature.
Or Kakashi's like 2 fingers up the bum technique, where he like
on Shredder, yes,
shoots Naruto with like a rocket. He takes off. He does it on Shredder.
Oh my God! A 1,000 years of death.
That happened. Yeah, the 1,000 years of death technique.
Oh my God!
Now take all that and mix it with DBZ. See the characters' interactions with Master Roshi.
Oh my God!
Oh, I would love that.
Oh,
I would love to see Goku's Kamehameha versus Naruto's Rasengan. That's always something I would love to see. Like,
oh, dude,
whose blast attack would win?
But
Probably Goku's.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. I would say so. Yeah, 100%.
It all depends on the timeline, though. Like where in their story they're fighting.
And
For both of them, really.
Yeah, which Super Saiyan level are they going to introduce? Because if it's 1, 2, or 3, then Naruto is probably safe.
Oh yeah.
If it goes Super Saiyan 4 and above, it's like watch out.
Yeah, when he's literally going toe to toe with gods. Yeah. He becomes another.
And then you add Vegeta to the mix, and everything just goes wacky.
Mm-hmm.
That's since you know Dragon Ball Z, that's kind of what the dynamic of Naruto is like. Sasuke is like kind of the Vegeta of the show.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Vegeta.
And Naruto's trying to pull him back from the dark side, and it's a fun little dynamic that they got.
It is. It's got a very nice redemption arc in it as well, especially for Sasuke. Cool. Yeah. So, but seeing how that's the whole entire show, I hope all of you guys in the chat enjoyed it, and if you happen to be watching on the rewind, I hope you guys hit the like button and all that kind of stuff. And
2 hours already.
2 hours flies
Where
right
did
by.
The time go.
Or like Lenrod said, the 2 hour shows that feels like 6 minutes. So there you go. Ain't that the truth? So that being said, Appion, you got anything you want to plug, bro?
Sure. Every Thursday until the show's over or the season's over, me and Padawannabe watch House of the Dragon on my channel at 3 p.m. Pacific time, and that's on Thursdays. So if you want to watch along with us, we watch the show and then we give our little review, 20-minute or so review after. And then every Sunday we're watching Legend of the Seeker on my channel. Me and Padawannabe, Carla Burton, and then if he's available, Pop from here sometimes shows up.
Yeah.
and it's a
Been
good
enjoying
time.
those.
Yeah, good little fantasy series. If you've never seen it, we watch Party That, where you can watch along with us also. And then Two Guys Talking, I just released. Well, we released. Sorry, Rocco. We released a Deadpool video. He hates when I do that. It's like, oh, your channel, our channel. Yes,
I see how it is.
yeah, your video now. Yeah, so Two Guys Talking is my channel with one of my best friends, Rocco the Brave. So I have two channels. I have this main channel and then my other channel where we do no live shows, just little video conversations of different pop culture things. And that's it for now. Thanks
All right.
again.
Not a problem. Pop Culture Republic.
Yes.
See, now you finally made it here.
Yes. Off my little hiatus. I'm working back up to more live streams. Monday, well, before my hiatus, it was Monday nights and Wednesday nights, weaponizing my insomnia. And then Saturday afternoons, my comic book chat stream. So I'm going to be working on some new stuff, hopefully pretty soon.
Nice. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Well, okay.
As as time allows. As time allows.
And our geeky classic leftist, Tom. What do you got going on, dude?
Hey, a lot going on. By the way, it was good to see you again, Pop. We missed you. Glad to see you're safe. Definitely good to see you safe.
Yeah.
But what am I doing? I might be altering channels to the Geeky Classic Leftist seems to be a part of what I do, but I might put it under the banner of Thomas Haley Creations. I might combine some things where I only have so many. I can keep the channel but rename it. So we're gonna play around with that. Me and Jessica did a show, my AI, for this past Saturday. It was really good. Me and her just talked about AI and humans and had a good talk. I'm glad that I'm part of your show. We're part of Manorama as well with Steve, and I'm now part of 540 Studios with Jason. He's brought me on, and I'm doing shows there. We did Skullcast just before this show. Actually, it was a last minute one, like boom, and then then I jumped right from his show right to there. I apologize for being a little late. And we also usually do it on Saturday. Sometimes I'm on the Beyond and on Thursdays as well. Tonight we will be on Manorama as well. That is about talking about, if I'm not mistaken, thick skin, having a thick skin.
Yes.
So, and I'm looking forward to that. And just keeping busy, working on getting finalized proofreading on my book, which I'm hopefully going to get it published within a week. If I can get it proofread within this week, I want to put it on Amazon, get it sold. So we'll wait and see. And other projects on the go.
Nice. Awesome. And hey, we got Brad Thunderheart that just showed up just in the nick of time. Hey, Brad. What's up, dude? Nice to see you. And Tina, great show, great panel. Where you are, and you are great as always. Chat. Thank you, guys. Tina. Blah, 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 blah. And Canadian Spider-Man. What do you got to plug, Spider-Man?
Thank you so much.
Plug away if you can. I'll try not to interrupt as much as
he did.
Thanks for having me on. It's been a pleasure. I listen to you guys all the time, and I didn't have a lot to contribute, but I appreciate you having me on. And this Thursday, every Thursday, I do a travel stream on my show. I talk about places I've been to, and this Thursday I'm doing Peru, and we'll be showing photos of the area, and it's interactive with the chat. And sometimes people in the chat have been to these places and they comment. And Jill and I just go through Peru and Machu Picchu and just examine and talk and discuss all kinds of things: culture, food, the dive culture there, the activities to do. Sometimes the politics. Anything is okay, but it's all traveled centered around travel. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Nice. Will we see you tonight, Spider-Man?
Yes. Oh, shoot. Thank you. Of course. With you guys, I often appear, courtesy of Rancor Steve, on his channel on Rumble and YouTube on Manorama. And that is fun. Men's health, men's advice. Not so much advice, just examples of our lives, and maybe some helpful hints that we can pass on just from our lives experience as men. And it's a great men's improvement, men's health men's chat discussion.
That's right. So
Women
if
are
you
welcome
want to, and if you want to see everybody that's going to be there, then like Canadian Spider-Man and Tom and myself and a bunch of other goofs, then go ahead and check out Manorama over on Rancor Steve's channel here on the YouTubes or over on Rumble. And and check it out tonight.
And if Steve is listening, I want that Michael Moore money, damn it.
So that's going to be on at 7 p.m. Pacific, which would be 10 o'clock Eastern, or in Tom's case, 11 o'clock Atlantic time, because
really late, but hey, it's worth it. It's so worth it.
So check out his channel. He'll be glad that you did. So there you go. And as for me, that's the entire show for today. We'll be back on Friday, Lord willing, if I don't melt in this entire heat that's going on right now. So, or as I like to say, it's definitely to boil a monkey's bum. That's right, So to everyone out there, thank you for taking part in the show. Really appreciate you guys joining in. And this one, as we do all the time, this is how we sign out. So, see you guys.
Be excellent to each other and